Hello my friends and welcome to Ljubljana. Today I'm going to show you a few of local peculiarities, a few of local sites from the very center of the city, probably the most known sites. We find ourselves at the moment in the very center of walking area of Ljubljana, which is Prešeren Square. It's named after the most prominent, the most famous Slovenian poet Franz Prešeren. He was a poet of first half of 19th century. We have preparations for Christmas events over here, so a little bit loud, even though it's Sunday today. Christmas tree. This red building we have on Prešeren Square is Franciscan Church of Assumption of Holy Mary. Basically we have a monastery over here with a huge library. It consists of more than 40,000 of books. On this side of Ljubljana river we have quite a lot of buildings which were constructed during the times of late 19th and early 20th century, when the most common architectural style here was Art Nouveau or Modern or Vienna Secession. One of those is just ahead of us. It's the first department store in Ljubljana. It was built in 1903 with a statue of Mercury, and on the top god of trade, and it still houses quite a lot of fancy stores over there. Here we have the monument of Franz Prešeren, the poet himself. It was built in 1905, and actually when they put this monument here at that period of time there was a scandal, because as you can notice above his head there is a half-naked woman which handles a bay tree branch above his head. It's a muse, it's a character of ancient Greek legends, but she is half naked. And again, the monument is located just in front of this Franciscan church, so when people were exiting the church, of course they saw this half-naked woman, and that's why they basically had to plant these trees from this side and from this side to hide this lady from the visitors of the church. If you follow this street, which is called Miklošićeva Cesta, we will find quite a lot of Art Nouveau styles. Houses, buildings, including this one we're looking at, which is an hotel, Grand Union Hotel, also built in very early 20th century. And the streets will basically bring us to train and bus stations of Ljubljana. But we'll follow a little bit of an embankment of Ljubljana. It's a river which flows down below, and one of the most known local peculiarities which I was going to show you is of course so-called Tromostovje, or three bridges. Basically from this point I can show it to you as a single bridge, but there are three bridges which follow one another. From the very beginning there was only one single bridge which was built, the first one in medieval period of time. For centuries it was known as Hospital Bridge because there was a hospital on another bank of this river, and in 19th century the old wooden one was replaced with a stone bridge. And at the beginning of 20th century it appeared that this bridge is not enough. I mean, due to the traffic, tram, lots of cars, pedestrian, and so on, there was an idea to ruin the old stone bridge and to build another one, wider one. But famous local architect Jože Plečnik came up with an idea of instead of demolishing of the old bridge, building two more bridges aside, so for pedestrian purposes. And that's what they did, making this area one of local landmarks, so-called Tromostovje, or three bridges. Just behind we have these pretty houses. On the left side we have so-called Kresia, on the right side Philip's Palace. They both were built in late 19th century after a devastating earthquake which took place here in year 1895. On another side of Ljubljana river we have market area, which was built also by architect Jože Plečnik just before the times of World War II and partly during the times of World War II. And of course on the other side we have the main cathedral, St. Nicholas Cathedral. Basically from the very beginning the church appeared there in 13th century, and it was devoted to the patron saint of local sailors and local fishermen, Saint Nicholas. It was replaced in early 18th century with this cathedral.